Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to what will be the final Sunday show of this tournament, guys. Oh, so sad. We've been on a magical journey. It's been absolutely brilliant. So yes, this will be the last week of group games. Next week it is just the finals are being played with our top players. So yeah, we'll jump straight into how this group game went. So the first round was against General Confusion and Ragnarok Total War. So Zardar was playing as the Vampire Coast and General Confusion was playing as the High Elves. And the High Elves had a really good kind of solid build. They had the Spearmen front line, they had the Archers, Phoenix support, Cavalry for harassment. And yet Zardar's army completely smashed it to bits. It was absolutely fantastic, especially the 4 scurvy dogs. I honestly didn't see them on the map. I didn't see them coming. Neither did General Confusion. And before they knew it, all the archers were gone, pretty much. And General Confusion had to spend so much resources trying to deal with just these 4 scurvy dogs, which are such cheap units, that it gave Zardar the time to destroy the front line, use as artillery to the maximum effect, and some regiments of renown as well. Absolutely fantastically well, and it was just a really good game. I mean, I don't think any of us could have been able to manage a win against Zardar the way he was playing that day. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'll remember to say it in this episode. I always forget to say it till like halfway through, but if you want to see these battles, there will be a link to every video in the description below, as well as the people's channels. So if you go, oh, that sounds really interesting, Vampire Coast versus High Elves, and watching the High Elves get slowly picked apart. Well, no, I take that back. It wasn't slowly. It was devastating, but absolutely brilliant. The fact that General Confusion lasted as long as he did shows you the skills he had to try and hold it off. But Zardar, you as you're watching the game, it's like there's no way he's going to be denied this win, and he'll get the win in their first battle for this. I want to say semi-finals. I guess it is. It's the final group stage, and then the top people make it through to the final. But yeah, anyway, so that was the first match. We'll move on to the second, which was probably the most ridiculous matchup I've ever seen. It was TzuDevil as a Lizardmen versus General on Occasion. I want to say Greenskins, but I think about 80% of his army was red, because he had 4 squig hoppers and 4 squig herds. It was so many squigs, guys. There were so many squigs, and TzuDevil, being a dwarf player, mostly relies pretty much on infantry, so it was just an absolutely perfect counter for that. He really tries to hold out, but just so you just cannot deny the power of the squig. And if you want to see an absolutely ridiculous battle, this is the one you want to watch if you haven't already. It's just so funny, just these bouncing balloons of feet and teeth jumping around everywhere, eating lizardmen that have been could be alive for hundreds of years and born and trained to fight chaos are being eaten by balloons. Yeah, we'll move on quickly to the next round. But I should declare, General on Occasion won that one. Yeah, the Squigs won that one. So that was a win for General on Occasion. TzuDevil with 1 loss, but there's plenty more games to play. It was all to play for. So round 3 was General on Occasion once again, but this time playing as the Lizardmen. Maybe these are Lizardmen he captured, or I don't know, but he was playing as Lizardmen. He was playing against General Confusion. He was using the Skaven, Lord Skroke specifically, and had a massive army compared to what General on Occasion brought. It was over 2-1 straight off the bat. But once again, General on Occasion using his fancy maneuvers and micro, that's the word I was thinking. For some reason I was going to say mimics. It's like, what? No, his fantastic micro skills and being able to target prioritize where he needed. He was able to take out the Skaven main elite units quickly. And of course then army losses just made all the Skaven cannon fodder and slaves and that just run off the board. So a very good game there. I mean, General Confusion just sends in everything against him. It turns into a giant moss pit of rats and lizards everywhere. But in the end, General on Occasion does get his second win out of 2 games. And unfortunately, that does mean General Confusion has lost 2 games out of 2. But he may be able to win the third one and gain some glory and honour for himself. We'll have to wait and see. We'll move on now to round 4, which was a Zardar Total War playing as Norsca versus TzuDevil, who once again was playing the Skaven. Skaven were very popular in this group, which I absolutely love. I love the Skaven, and because these are players at a higher level, you know it's going to be them played at their best. That being said, this is Zardar we're talking about here, and he had Pharaoh Mammoths. He had all the units he needed to deal with all the units the Skaven had, and the Skaven had a fantastic army. Again, outnumbered, had over 1,000 more models, so it was actually more than 2-1 in his favour. The block of Storm Vermin, he had loads of Clan Rats and Slaves. He had the Poison Wind Goblins and had to take on the Pharaoh Mammoths. So, you know, if he could get the surround on the Chaos Wars and make him break and deal bit by bit, but unfortunately Zardar just wouldn't allow him to do that. And then he got his Pharaoh Mammoths into the back lines where the support units were and the Skaven slaves and that were. And yeah, everything just quickly broke soon after, and TzuDevil just unfortunately, I was the way of Skaven, lost control of the battle, and the Norskins were able to take it. So, like the previous battle, that is 2 wins for Zardar and 2 losses for TzuDevil, but we'll get to see if that changes in the next round, because round 5 was TzuDevil and General Confusion. So these are the 2 players that unfortunately have lost both of their first matches. And so, yeah, they had to fight for glory and honour to get at least 1 win under their belt. And TzuDevil, bringing out the big guns, brought his Dwarfs. General Confusion brought the Greenskins. And unfortunately, yeah, even though of all the devious play of General Confusion, seriously, yeah, Doom Divers, Squigs, things like that, the Dwarfs were able to pick the Greenskins apart. And this was definitely one of our slower battles, because you could see both sides were trying to get in the best position to win the battle. But unfortunately, the Greenskins took too long doing so, and the Dwarves were able to wear them down. So when it came to doing the charge, the Greenskins just didn't have the momentum behind them, and it came in bits as well. So TzuDevil was able to focus the things on, like, all the firepower on one unit, killed it, then moved to the next before it could really get the charge in. So the TzuDevil, with his Dwarfs at his peak, was able to get the final win. And that does mean, though, unfortunately, both these players are out of the running. But at least TzuDevil can get some grudges out of the way for the Book of Grudges for the Dwarfs. Now we'll move on to the final battle, which was definitely the best battle out of all of it. It was definitely the biggest battle, and it was the most important, because these two, Zardar Total War and Gen on Occasion, they've both won both their previous games, so they were on a winning streak. But remember, whoever was at the top was the one that was going to play in the finals. So it was down to whoever won this, won the group, and was then up for a good chance of winning the tournament overall, which is absolutely insane. So Zardar brought his Tomb Kings, and Gen on Occasion brought Morathi with the Dark Elves, and really interesting builds. Like, Zardar had a really good, like, solid front line of Tomb Guard. He had Spearmen on the flanks, he had Cavalry Harassment, Archers, Tomb Scorpion, all that. Good magic users as well. And then Gen on Occasion brought Morathi with a Dark Sorceress, I believe, some Spearmen, a load of Executioners, so that elite infantry corps, and then 2 Hydras. He did bring some Dark Riders, but completely forgot about them. You can tell he wasn't using them for cheese tactics or anything like that. He generally just forgot they were there. He was so focused on winning with what he had, he forgot he had a unit of cavalry just sat there, which was just brilliant. But yeah, the double Hydra build, no one sees coming, and Zardar definitely didn't. And it was getting really close. The Dark Elves were surrounded by Tomb Kings. They were hugely outnumbered. And they were trying to hold in the centre. The Tomb Kings were surrounding them, but Gen on Occasion, he knew the only thing he needed to do was take out Zardar's general, Arkin the Black, and the Tomb Prince, but mostly Arkin the Black, because that'd be all his magic gone, and his main thing that's keeping the army together. And he was able to snipe them out using dark magic, fireballs. The Hydra's breath weapons actually did a fantastic job as well. Was able to snipe the Lord and Hero, at which point the Tomb Kings were on a ticking time bomb. They literally had seconds to try and make the Dark Elves break, and it just wasn't enough. Mainly being Morathi was pretty much a full health still, so he kept out of the way of the fighting and that, so she was able to lead the Dark Elves to victory, meaning Gen on Occasion won the final battle for this group and will be first, and so he will be taking on Dav Plays in a best out of 5 to be the winner of the tournament. Worst case, second place. But best case, first place. It would be absolutely fantastic, and it's guaranteed to be fantastic game with those two players going at it. And there will be a DLC round as well, but that'll be explained more when the game comes up. Now, you might be thinking, hang on, but what happened to the Wyvern and Turin game? Well, unfortunately, with Turin being so busy, it actually took them quite a while to get the game done. The game has been done, and that will be the battle you get to see tomorrow. So that's going to be kind of like a warm-up game. You get to see Turin and Wyvern battle it out for second place in their group, and then we'll be moving on to the final games straight after that. So guys, that is all. Zardar came second, General Occasion came first, TzuDevil came third, and unfortunately General Confusion, after getting 3 wins in his group and being the top, he's actually now got 3 losses at the bottom of this group. It just shows you these guys don't mess around, and it is all or nothing, and it's been absolutely fantastic watching them. And a big thank you to TzuDevil and General Confusion for taking part and getting this far as well. Absolutely fantastic. So guys, let's wrap it up there. Do hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And tomorrow we get to see a bit of Torrent and Wyvern goodness. Till then guys, take care.